Hi, I'm Unique Model, aka Shantae Renee P for Positivity, and this is a channel for love and for healing. I want you to know that love begins with you, and it absolutely does. Be the love you want to see manifest in your life, and it will come. So this is a message that I was guided to give out. It is actually me being transparent about, some of my situations, and it did happen a while ago, but I guess I'm at a point now where I actually am being nudged to talk about it. So, I lost my apartment last year, and it's actually been just over a year because it was November of last year, so in 2023. So the funny thing is, one of my friends had said something, like, I don't know if it was like over the summer or the spring, that I was going to get evicted, and I'm just like, of course my heart sank a little bit. This is my first time being out basically on my own since, ever. Like, I didn't go through the whole phase where, you have your place when you're younger, because I basically went from a long-term relationship with my oldest daughter's father and to a marriage to somebody else. Literally, I was married by the time I was 20. So I never lived alone. So with, and I was in high school with, before I got married. And so I was living with family, my mom, grandma, and all that good stuff. So I was guided to talk about this and what has basically transpired throughout this process. So before I get started, I am a seer, oracle, prophetic dreamer. I do get guidance. So this is also going to be a video about being strategically guided as you go along your journey. So this is part, a leg of my journey. So this happened last year. And normally I am shown something in the realm of what is going to come sometimes, and sometimes what I see won't happen for years. So it just, it just all depends. So sometimes I can't be shown stuff because I'll self-sabotage. I will try to get out of it because, sometimes we don't like it, because I am one of those people. I'll be like, nah, God, I won't do that. Nah, can we do it another way? Because I don't want to do that. So where I'm at now, I'm actually back in my childhood home where I grew up. And I'm here, it's my grandmother's house. My mom is here. And I have another aunt that's here. Why did the light go out? All right, let's turn this light on. So the light went out because the thing needs to be charged. That was funny. So that was the truth. Confirmation, the light went out. So and I'm getting that the house was dark. I just got that download. There was a darkness over here that needed to be removed, as we'll get further into some things about breaking generational curses. So going back to me losing my apartment, my youngest one stayed with me for a little while, but then she moved and I was there by myself. And, it was different for me. I had never literally been alone. So sometimes we are supposed to be alone. So I came over here. My grandmother was not happy about me being here, and I didn't have my own space. And I was thinking that I was gonna go stay with another family member, and that ended up not panning out, and I ended up staying here. And then God put someone else in my path, and even though my stuff was here, I more so stayed with that person, and I actually was needed where I was. So throughout this year, wherever I've been placed, I've actually been needed there. So I was put in a house, and, the gifts that, that were, that I have, I was using them. Like, I'm a caregiver. I cook. I use certain things. I bring, you know, I try to bring joy to other people. And so I was there for a short amount of time. And when it's time to go, God will make it so. The universe will make it so. When it's time to go, things will get shut down. So prior to that happening, I actually had gotten a dream about another like neighborhood. And I'm like, okay, am I supposed to go look for an apartment here? You know, I don't see how I'm gonna pay for it, you know, blah, blah, blah. So lo and behold, the place that I was shown was actually adjacent to another family member's home. So I was actually being shown that I was going in that area. They just didn't tell me where I was actually going, because they know sometimes I'll be like, no, I ain't doing that. Well, God, no, I don't want to do it. So I am one of those, like I've told people before, I can be a little rebellious. Like, I don't want to do it. But as I said, God will make it so. And so I still had stuff at my grandmother's house, and it actually wasn't any room because I had another aunt that was actually staying here. And she actually ended up moving out, because when my time was up at the place between like March and April, my other aunt had moved out, so a room had become available. And they're bringing me nomad, because I actually did hear in the spirit that I was going to be a nomad. And I'm like, why? I'm about over this. Why do I have to be a nomad? But I was actually told that. And then I had a reading like early in the year, and she also was told that, yeah, nomad. And they said, and she kept saying it, and she said, no, mad, because I was mad about it. And she was like, no, mad. So don't be mad about it. This is a part of your journey. So long story short, I ended up back at my grandmother's house, like between April and May. And so I've been here, is now December of 2023. And things have transpired throughout my time here. Back in June, my mom got sick, so I ended up like having to do for her. But then she did get better, where she could start doing things for herself. But then she started to decline now with certain things. I'm not totally responsible, but it's certain things that I have to do for her because she is unable to move. So I did not know that was the reason that I lost my place, when everything is starting to come full circle. So had I still had my place, I would not be here. I would not be available to help my mom through, you know, this transition of her life, going from being able to do most things for herself to not being able to do a lot of things. Because at this time, like, my mom is in a lot of pain, and she can't go up and down the stairs every day. So the kitchen's downstairs. Excuse me. So I am like responsible for, you know, feeding her and helping her with other things, laundry, doctor's appointments, all of those things. So I did not know, and like, we can't be privy to everything, because we're also supposed to enjoy the journey and trust the process, which this year definitely has shown me to trust the process, trust the universe, trust God, trust your guidance that you're actually getting, because we are strategically guided, even though it may feel like we're going in the wrong direction. Majority of the time, no, it's a part of your process, and sometimes we get detours, and those detours are a part of your journey. So what I thought was a curse, me having to come back here, because in other videos, like my earlier videos back in like 2021, I talked about the relationship between me and my grandmother a lot. But I'm hearing purged of things to help our family heal. Because we had a lot of generational karma. And I also had karmic debt. So excuse me, reincarnating this lifetime, I'm helping to clear those things within the family, within my lineage. You know, that'll be other videos that will come down the line. So I don't know if you all can feel this, but I'm getting like fear coming up, which excuse me, kind of feels like palpitations a little bit. But I had caffeine. I normally don't do caffeine, so I know I'm gonna do a video eventually about some things, how when you're on your spiritual journey, your body starts to be more sensitive to things. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I was guided to write that down, that I will be doing a video on that. So I do apologize if anybody's actually feeling that, because normally I'm okay when I'm doing my videos, but I had way more coffee today than I was supposed to, because normally I have to cut mine in half with decaf and the mild roast, because caffeine does not really agree with me for the most part. It feels like a drug, which actually caffeine is a drug. And I only get caffeine really through coffee, because I don't drink caffeinated sodas. So yes, that was a side note. If anybody's wondering, that was a side note. Excuse me. My voice has been raspy off and on. I've been dealing with like sinus issues, so that's a part of the cleansing, the releasing, sinus, asthma. And yes, I have asthma. I do smoke. It is what it is. It's cold outside, and my voice does tend to get a little deeper in the winter because of the change in the air. So getting back on topic again. I was strategically guided, not understanding why, not knowing the full story, because sometimes, like I said, you can't know the full story. You just have to trust the process. So I was put back here to help in the house, because they're elderly in the house. Like I've said, I'm the youngest one here, and just about everybody got health issues, and you know, they need assistance in something. And because I am a caregiver, and I'm actually a nurse, but I'm not practicing in that arena because I'm not being guided to. But I am a caregiver, so I was put in the home to help. And so just trust the process when things happen and you're like, I don't understand why, because I've been there. It's like, God, why is this happening? I've been there. It's like, I don't want to do this. Why is this happening? Trust the process as much as possible. And also trust your intuition, because during this process, I was giving little outs where I could have went and like stayed somewhere. You know, somebody tried to make it, real good, sound real good, look real good. But my intuition was like, something ain't right with that. Confirmation, something was not right with that situation. So I am pretty good with trusting my intuition. Sometimes I ignore it, but most of the time I do trust it and follow it. So I believe that is the end of this message. Sending you love and healing. I appreciate you. Make sure you appreciate yourself, and remember, happiness is homemade. Feed yourself some good shit. Mind, body, and spirit. Have a wonderful day. Bye.